Lydia Daydahl, Fight Connect TV. We are here at the TF in Castlebar, Mayo. I'm delighted to be joined by a victorious, once again, Thomas Carty.
Feels good hearing that, yeah. All good. What's the story?
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. Fantastic to see you, yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, listen, there's not much to say about that. Fantastic. The shot was heard around the room. I think they heard it in the car park as well.
Yeah, it was like a gunshot going off. I knew, you know, one of those, I felt it, and then I didn't even need to look at him. I just straight away looked for the white corner, and I can never find the neutral corner when I land on shots, you know what I mean? But I found it eventually twice.
Talk to me about the lead up to the fight. Good camp, good prep?
So last camp, November 25th, I said it was the best camp I ever had, and I still stand over that. But what I've realised now is that exertion doesn't mean better, so it's quality over quantity. I was the most tired I've ever been for my last camp. I trained the hardest, not the smartest thing to do. So this camp I've had the best sparring. Like in the lead up to this camp, no joke, in the last 10 weeks I've sparred Fury, AJ, Babic, and then a load of other guys in between. But Fury, AJ, Babic, and mostly Babic then the last couple of weeks, no one was going to beat me tonight, you know.
Look, before we go back to the fight, I mean, let's talk about that trio, because that is the stuff that dreams are made of. I mean, there's kids out there that are dreaming to get that opportunity to not only spar, but to even be in a room and to see how the greats do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm a bit desensitized to it now at this stage. Like originally, the whole family was talking about it and it was blown up as crazy. But now it's like these guys are ringing me directly themselves. Tyson Fury texted me on a Friday evening. When I just had arrived home from Vegas. I was in Vegas for Johnny Walker the first couple of weeks of the year, and he was like, "Pal, I need you to get over to Saudi if you can." I was like, "Yeah, of course I'll come help you," because I'd been helping him before Christmas as well. So whatever about going sparring, but to be called back sparring in a rush, that solidifies what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing something right.
Absolutely. Do you have feedback on what they say about you? Is it like you're durable, you're tough? You know, are we allowed to know why they get you into these camps?
I'm left-handed, tricky, power punching, and I give solid rounds. Doesn't matter what level, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter the top of the food chain, which is these guys, AJs, your Furies, you know what I mean? These guys call me, and I'm the go-to guy, you know what I mean? For solid southpaw sparring, they call me all over the world. I've been to Saudi Arabia, all over England, Portugal. I've been everywhere sparring, Croatia, you know what I mean? In terms of what they say back, like it's not really. They wouldn't be looking to blow my ego up. The coaches blow their own ego up. I travel by myself. I don't need no entourage when I go away. I travel alone. I do the hard rounds alone, you know what I mean? That's why I know when it comes to nights like this, I've done the work, you know what I mean? I haven't just done a camp. I've been training since I turned pro. And before that, we spoke a long time ago in Castleknock. I've been training a long time for this, so it's just what I do, you know what I mean? I'm hopefully going to be one of those guys at the top of the food chain. That's the trajectory that I'm on. Absolutely.
And I remember, you know, going back to those days when the pro debut was kind of a foresight, and we were thinking, I'm going to do the professional thing, see how that goes. And I've
sounds funny. Do the professional thing and see how it goes.
You know what I mean? But that was the conversation. It was like, I'm going to give this a bash.
About it as well. Like, I'm going to give it a try. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. And, you know, I remember speaking to some of, you know, our peers kind of down around in Dublin and saying, from my experience of doing this, there's certain people along the way that you go, they have something, there's a little bit of the X factor there. And you were one of them. And always from the get-go, straight off the bat, it was, you know, you knew exactly what the goal was and to work towards it. There was no shortcuts, as we would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I had this conversation recently on a podcast, and it was like, if boxing was taken away from me tomorrow, I have zero, because I'm all in on this. Any job I've ever had in my whole life, any job I've ever had since I'm 50, I've never really worked any serious jobs, but any money I've ever made was to fund boxing, to be able to stay boxing, to be like, it's a bit sad. I haven't really done anything else with my life, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, it's got me to the level that I'm at, and I'm making serious noise. I don't need anybody to tell me you're doing well. I know I'm doing well, and when I'm doing bad, I know I'm doing bad. I don't need anybody to inflate my ego. I know I'm doing good, and I'm proud of myself. I'm actually 8-0 now, 7 knockouts in a row, and I'm able to say I'm actually proud of where I'm at. You know what I mean? I've achieved a million times more than I ever thought I would achieve. So, you know, I can't lose really at this stage.
Absolutely. And listen, it seems to be that there's a beautiful kind of chemistry with yourselves in Matchroom as well. The last couple fights that you've been fighting on their promotion, they really have backed you. You know, they're really getting on board with this no Carty, no party. And I believe it's because they see the X factor in you, and you're great. You're great with fans. You're great with your media, with the social, everything. You know, is this a second nature thing, or have you got Dillian or, you know, Magic in your corner saying this is the way you do it? You know, where does it come from?
To be completely honest, I'm winging it every day. Like, there's no, I have a great team. I really do have a great team. But besides my management team, my coaching team, I have a great team. My brother does so much for me. Liam does. People have no idea what Liam does for me, and I couldn't do what I'm doing without Liam, because I wouldn't have the stresses. He takes all the stress. He takes my stress and takes it as his. I have JC doing my videos, Dave Sherlock doing my socials. You know what I mean? It's like a well-oiled machine. It needs to be, though, because like you said, now we're getting noticed. Now people are jumping on board. We're creating big noise, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here. Like, I think tonight we streamed. There was a bit of issues with streaming, so we went ahead and by ourselves and streamed my fight live from my YouTube channel tonight, which is, you know what I mean. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel, but here we are.
Absolutely, you'll have a podcast soon. I'll be out of a job. I'll be coming to you looking to get on it. But listen, I would have to say, you know, it really does seem like there is a bit of a trajectory now for Irish fighters. That there seems, you know, the UK crowd, the fans, the European fans, the American fans, they seem to be taking us that little bit more serious now. We've always had good fighters, but there seems to be a really big, strong contingent that have been coming through the last year or two. Irish
boxing right now as a whole, I think, is the strongest it's ever been, and it's because of the greats like your Steve Collinses, you know, your Katie Taylors, paving the way for us, paving a platform, you know what I mean, showing people that, wait, hold on, there's great fighters here in Ireland too, you know what I mean. That's what we need. We don't need anybody to, you know, feel sorry for us or throw pity on us. We don't need that. We have great fighters here in this country. We just need more of a spotlight, you know what I mean. And in the UK, everything in the UK is 10 times bigger, population alone. So, you know, they've much better platforms there, I think, but slowly but surely it's coming here. They're starting to see value here. Look at my management team are here tonight, you know what I mean. Platform Sport are here. Matchroom have been here a couple of times. I hear whispers of Queensbury coming. They're all going to come, you know. There's big times coming for Irish boxing, and it's very healthy at the moment. People say boxing is dead. It's only coming alive, to be completely honest.
Listen, I couldn't have said it better myself. But before we go, very last thing, it is Paddy's Day. We are having a hoolie, as we would say. The party can start now. You're finished and you've won. But could you sign us off in Irish? Because you spoke so beautifully out there in the mic after your post-fight.
Gur mágad as gachtain a tág féc an inis agus slána bhaile lá féile Padraig.
Tá sé go háling. Thomas Carty for Fight Connect TV. Yup.